Hi, I'm Sarah Stone with the Higgins Forbes Global Properties Group in Greenwich, Connecticut, and I'm here to give you the market update. Let's take a look at closed sales. We're at 226 closed sales for the first 2 quarters of this year. This is a number that is down from last year's 251 and a trend that we're noticing from the peak of transactions, which was in the height of the pandemic of 2020, where we had over 500 closed listings. Next up, let's take a look at the median sales price, which is coming in at a little bit over 2.7 million. Take a look at the trends as the prices have risen significantly since 2020. Percentage of list price received, we're at a whopping 102%. That's actually over asking price, a reflection of the lack of inventory and good pricing strategies by sellers that understand what their consumer wants. They are listing their homes at the right numbers, which is creating bidding wars. What happens with bidding wars is prices are going over the asking price as one buyer is competing against the other. And you can see that easily reflected here. We were at 100% this time last year. Again, just a straight shot up from 2020 forward. Now, this is a very interesting one. Days on market, we're at 17 days on average, a little over 2 weeks that sellers are having to worry about keeping their houses nice and clean and dishes in the sink. This is like crazy. These numbers are reflective of very savvy buyers that are understanding the market that we're in, the competition that they are up against, and they're coming in prepared with their attorneys ready, with their inspectors on speed dial, and understanding and being aware of what is required of them in this market. This statistic is arguably the best metric that we have to determine whether or not we're in a buyer's or a seller's market, and that is months of inventory. Right now we're at 2.8. That means that if we got 0 listings, we have about 2.8 months of inventory to provide to the current level of demand. This time last year we were at a 3.9. And why don't we take a look at the 5-year trend, because this really does a great job showing us exactly how much we have gone into the seller's market, how little inventory we have to meet the current demand. So this all does a great job showing us what we saw the first half of this year, but what does this all mean for looking forward? Usually it is a very good predictor of the second half of the year. What we do in the first half of the year, we can expect to double it. So even if we went ahead and doubled our 226 sales, we're looking at a mere 450 sales for the year of 2024. These numbers are so low that the only year that is comparable would be 2009, and I think we all remember why that was the case. But I think it's important to remember that there is one determining factor that could be a very significant game changer for our market, and that's the election. Historically speaking, election years show that during the months prior to the election, from the 4th of July forward, we will see a significant drop in the number of transactions. The reason for that is because people just don't like uncertainty. People will sit out of the market and wait until who will be leading our country before they make these big, bold decisions like buying or selling a home. The other thing that we can expect is rate drops. In almost every significant election, we have seen rate drops that occur before November, and that is for obvious reasons. It looks good for the candidate, doesn't it? So to my buyers and to my sellers, I say that take advantage of the stagnation in the market, the pause that we may see coming up because of this period of uncertainty. There may be an opportunity to buy something with less competition, with less bidders out there. So those are my parting words for the second part of this year. The opportunity, go for it. Fortune favors the bold, my friends. May the odds be ever in your favor. Sarah Stone, thanks for listening to my market update for the second quarter of 2024.